cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. All right, guys. Today is Wednesday, August the 9th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, you know what? I'll let you guys rate it in the comments. I enjoyed this episode, even though certain parts were really filler. I still thought it was a solid episode. Let's get into it. So we see Daniel goes to his hotel room and Lucy is there. So of course he's excited to see her. She says Heather is worried about Daniel. Her mom is worried about Daniel. And so that's why she's come. She's done with camp and she wanted to just visit to him to make sure he's okay. And so they go and get coffee, right? And when they go and get coffee, they are talking about Phyllis and Lucy wants to support. Lucy likes Phyllis. So she wants to support and everything, but Daniel says no, 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 not right now. So they run into Mariah, right? And Lucy goes off, but Mariah is talking to Daniel is just kind of loosely telling her everything that's going on. But with the conclusion of this conversation between Lucy, Daniel, and Mariah is that he's a little judgmental. That's pretty much what they told him. You're kind of judgmental. Like your life was a mess. You pulled it together, so you expect everyone around you to be able to do that in the time frame that you want them to be able to do that. That's not how it works. Yeah, Phyllis does wrong things. That's how she is, but she is trying to change. Would you give her the space to change like you wanted the space that everyone gave you to be able to show that you are a better person? So he says, "What, me? I'm not judgmental." I said, "Yes, you and Lily are very judgmental. That's why y'all the perfect couple with your boring selves." But, anyways, child. So that's pretty much it with them. So then we see Chance and Summer. She goes in and she's telling him that she feels free. She's taking a step back from her mom. She's going to let her handle her own problems, but she doesn't have time to be bogged down and worried. Like, she feels like old Summer again, like life is at her fingertips and she can do anything she wants. She said, "I need to get this energy off, so let's go and ride a roller coaster." He said, "Girl, no, I'm not gonna be doing that with you, but I'm gonna have to take a rain check, but next time I'm gonna do it with you." And he says, "Are you sure you're okay?" And this isn't just like not a manic episode, but just like you're just pumped up on adrenaline because you just had a fuss with your mom. And she said, "No, I feel free." And so Summer goes and she rides the roller coaster by herself. And I said, "All right, girl." And that's it with that, y'all, because this was filler. They were filler, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. We're just going to hit it and keep going. So then we see Phyllis talking to Cricket, and Heather is there, and she tells her what she wants to take a deal, but she wants um Summer and Daniel to be protected, not to be prosecuted. She wants it in writing. She wants everything to be taken care of, and she wants to meet with the judge today and get it over. She's willing to plead guilty. Heather, of course, doesn't want her to do this, but Phyllis says it's something she needs to do to prove to her kids that I can take responsibility and I really am trying to change. I think she's proving this more so to Summer than Daniel. I think because Summer has been her ally through all of this. So her last conversation, when Summer was just like, "You like the chaos, you like this toxicity, and look how it turned my life out. My life turned out because of it." So I feel like she's doing this a lot because of Summer and just trying to prove to Summer that she has changed, because Summer says she doesn't believe anything that comes out of Phyllis' mouth. And I can understand. Like, I get why Summer feels that way. Phyllis is my girl. But she got overtaken by her hatred for Diane. So, anyways, they go and meet with the judge, right? And Phyllis says, "I plead guilty. She throws herself on the mercy of the court and told the judge, 'Please listen to why I did what I did.'" So Phyllis starts telling the whole story and explaining, how it just went this far, how it all started, when Diane faked her death, and then she felt like she had to protect herself, protect her family, protect everyone, and it just spiraled out of control until she got help from Jeremy with faking her own death and hurting her own family, and then having to take Jeremy out because he became a menace to Phyllis, and everything. So she explained all of this to the judge. Christine says, she feels like Phyllis should get a healthy sentence. She should pay for her crimes. So they're trying to to weigh everything out. Now Phyllis gave a passionate speech, and you could tell that the judge was really listening to what she had to say, because then she asked Phyllis, you tell me what you think your sentence should be. And Phyllis said that would be self-serving if I were to tell you what I want. I just ask that you show mercy and just give me what you see is fair. And she said, no, I want to hear what you have to say. And so Phyllis, tells her about how she wants to change. She wants the opportunity to be a better person for her children. She wants to be a better person for herself, and to show the world that she is capable of changing and not being a selfish individual. And she can't do that from prison. And so then, you could tell that Phyllis was moving this judge. So Cricket was like, excuse me, one more thing. And the judge said, no more. Let's go to recess. So they go to recess, and Cricket talks to Chance, and she lets him know what's been going down with Phyllis and everything. And he was like, wow, she really threw herself at the mercy. And she said yes. But then I already knew, okay, Phyllis gonna get off, because Cricket started talking about Paul wanted to speak to her, and she's not he didn't sound like they could make an arrangement, but she has to go out of the country, but this trial is going on, and so she doesn't know what to do and everything, which we already know. He cleared out his dressing room. I saw an article that where he cleared out his dressing room. So there is no, Paul is not returning. I mean, I didn't even like. I was shocked he even had a dressing room still. Like, you haven't been on the show in a minute. But anyway, so she's just like, she has to see how this trial turns out, or this hearing turns out with the judge, the sentencing, to see, what the verdict, and see what she's gonna do from there. And so then we see that Heather and Phyllis talk, and she says, I wish you wouldn't have done this. I wish you would have, kept fighting. And Phyllis says, no, I had to do this for my children, to show them I can be a better person. And Heather understands that. She understands exactly why Phyllis had to do what she had to do. And so they get an alert, both Cricket and Heather, that the judge is ready to make her decision. And the judge decides that she wants to give Phyllis another chance. And so she sentenced her to probation, a year of probation, and 6 months of community service. And she tells Phyllis that if in that time she winds up in her court again, she won't be as forgiving, but that she believes Phyllis really wants to change, and she's remorseful for what she's done, and she lets her off the hook, pretty much, and says, let this be a lesson to you that it could have been the other way. So change, do better with yourself, do better for your children, just do better. And so then Christine gets up and she tells Phyllis, you you got lucky. You're blessed to be getting this, and don't waste it. And Phyllis says she's not. And so then she leaves, and Heather tells Phyllis it's over. And Phyllis says, no, not yet, because she still has to make amends with her children. And that's the whole reason that she did all of this, is because she wants her children to see her, that she's trying. And so, y'all, that was Young and the Restless today. It was a really short episode. I know it's a short review, but it was a solid episode. You guys tell me what you think, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for a new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.